we've seen from them, at least as far as the eye test goes, for many months.
Yeah, Kid Up was hitting everything that he went for. Already Kid Up's hitting something that he's gone for. 1-0 in 12 seconds. I think if Kid Up can be consistent and Radosin can just pop off, this is a team
finishing 4th in the first regional, just a little bit slow. It wasn't until that second regional that he really took the bull by the horns and looked like a great player himself. But how much space has Mike Boy had there?
Yeah, Alpha 54 was in the back corner here, but Oli managed to bump him, so Mike Boy's shot just went through.
He's such an important player for Solary as well. The last few times Vitality have come forward, he's been left all alone and had to deal with them. Now on the other side, here's Oli with a chance for a double tap. Absolutely nails it.
So just narrowly beats Alpha to the ball to set it up as well. That was such a key opening touch. You know, most of this game, he's got 5 saves to his name already out of the 7 that his team have in total.
Oh, great.
He's staying active as another bump actually connects, and the shot goes top corner from Tho. Not for the first time this game. Oli behind enemy lines, bumping the last man. I'm not sure if he would have made it either way, though. That was
1-0 to Solary after a very good performance in the first game, despite a slow start. Oli could make it a really quick start for Solary in this second one. Tho finishes the job that Oli started. Good finish.
Yeah, great shot coming out of Tho. Oli in the 1v1. Didn't force the goal immediately, but he forced a bad save, and that's the next best thing. Tho creating very many chances, and when you're struggling for opportunities on net, you need to take more risks positionally or mechanically, and that's what Vitality are trying to do here. They're completely out of boost, though. Oli slots in a second goal, and it was just too awkward on the goal line for Kid Up and Radosin. They're both in the area, but Radosin pre-jumps, misreads the crossbar.
Nowhere. Does get a second chance, but Solary can just wait. Just wait until Mike Boy steams in. Brilliant play from Solary. They are reading Vitality like a book, and they are getting another goal to add to their lead.
Yeah, aggressive third man dive there from Vitality, knowing that they need to get 2 goals in quick succession.
Everything but scoring, Vitality. That's a good touch from Radosin. They will go again, reloading over and over. This Vitality team look more alive now, but a bump. No, there's no bump. It's actually a redirect from the floor. Mike Boy gets the lead for Solary.
You definitely know he was thinking about the bump here, but Volcam stayed on that whole time. He was in the right.
You can't say they're not trying, Vitality. They're attempting so much, but Solary always seem to be able to read it. And when they do come forward, they cut through and bundle the ball home.
Mike Boy crushes Vitality on the goal line, and I think crushes their hopes in this matchup as well. Relying on that control that they so clearly have figured out from earlier on in the split. They're really going for the win today, and they're going to have a 3-goal lead. Oli, with nobody to beat, puts the goal into the net. Vitality are on a speed run right now to the lower bracket.
Just shooting practice for Solary at this point. I've loved the way this minute or so, which obviously isn't a very long time, but when you begin a series and you aren't as good as your opponent, you can get on top of yourself. You can get in your own head. Solary never let that happen. And now they are reaping the rewards. Another kickoff goal. It's pretty painful for Vitality. It's a little bit. Vitality in Solary play. It was the first round upper bracket game. And Vitality were great. They were absolutely brilliant. Best we've seen them play in months. We were saying, wow, Vitality are back with Radosin, right? They ended up then bombing out, not winning another series. So now this time, you and I are casting Vitality. We're saying, oh, their season's over. They've been rubbish. You know, they've really lost to Solary. And this is going to be, you'd expect, a tougher proposition than against Vitality earlier.
Definitely. But so far, so good. A Solary classic with one 50-50 going their way, another 50-50 going their way, and then a shot on target. Which
managed to recover and got away with it. But look at the positioning of Vatira. So close to that ball there. And he gets a couple of touches to the backboard only. Gets himself in the way somehow, but still is followed home by Rise. That's just brilliant play from every player involved.
Yeah, Vatira had the tight angle double tap, only with the pre-jump to catch it. And then Rise turning around and finishing the jump.
Standing there like sprinters on the block, ready to charge forwards. Solary managed to hold off, only had a chance to shoot it. Can he get it? Vatira misses.
Oli just slotted in the tight angle shot. He didn't expect those 50-50 to come across that quickly. Just got there in time. Vatira was
really well right now as well. Just letting Moist shoot their shot, then coming down the other end. And even if they have half a chance, they are taking it. But that's great pace there from Rise. It was. And he gets demoed as well, but it doesn't matter because it finds its way home.
Yeah, great read from Rise. He saw the back pass coming, pounced on it, and Oli it was on the Vatira. Doubles past one. He's got the triple tap here, but those blocked him.
Great save there from Foe, but that's all that Solary really seems to have right now. Great saves, which eventually are going to be undone. Joyo slots it home, and Moist take game one.
A zero boost for Oli there. Thor with 9 behind him. Mike Boy actually accidentally driving into his top 6 is guaranteed if you win an upper quarter final. That's what's being fought for at the moment between both these teams. Mike Boy with first big chance of the game, and he takes it. Credit for Oli's pass as well. Absolutely nailed that one. Had all of Moist completely caught off guard with the quick change of direction.
What's needed, trying to go a little bit more aggressively than they were in the first game, which is all about the mechanics. But Solary escape again. There's Mike Boy. He might have made it too, and he has. Wow, just out of nothing.
Yeah, Rise was last man back here, drove into no man's land, and it couldn't recover for the shot.
Well, that would be one of the all-time great Johnny Boy predictions if Joyo changes his car for game number 3 because his flip resets aren't quite there, but his gameplay isn't quite there. In fact, it's not at all for Moist right now. Solary showing more of the form that they had against Vitality. Look at this pace from Mike Boy, and then Oli was on the spot.
Joyo worried about the unbelievable job in this second game. It's making life difficult for Moist. This is something that they need to keep doing, but Moist are going to get one back. Wide open net for Vatira.
Really important goal there as well for Moist. This game was just looking like they couldn't land a glove at all, but that demo from Joyo, the sort of demo that makes you not want to change your car despite what Johnny Boy in the tank than what we're seeing.
Yeah, Solary have been the more consistent team today. There's no denying that. Moist up and down so far this series. That's a great passing play. Pre-flip from Joyo. Sends it to the bottom left. Phenomenal vision coming out of Joyo to get this one started. Rise off to the right of him. They were the 2 remaining players for Moist. Mike Boy. Clean beat him with Tira. Oh dear, Rise is out of position again, and he's made to look quite silly by a simple pass that didn't even go too far overhead. That is so careless from Rise again. Joyo lost control of the play, but Rise to be this close to his second man.
Favourite there, it's going to be Solary, but Joyo manages to get it past cleanly, wants to get it past Tho as well. More good defending from Tho, but it only goes as far as Vatira. Mike Boy for once has missed, and Rise is there. As soon as Mike Boy falls, so too does Solary.
The interception from Vatira was just too good, and one misread.
Is get 2 games in a row against Moist to begin to avoid that happening. Solary have to do exactly that. It's going to be a tough journey here, but they just keep answering these questions. Oli with the early goal for Solary.
That's crazy. The fact he was able to get that ball lifted up over the top of Joyo.
He's winning the ball as well. It's just instrumental right now for Solary as well. Him and Oli have impressed me most recently in the last couple of games. But Rise is coming forward, has Mike Boy in front of him.
What?
And when you nail the flip reset like that, it's going to trouble any defender.
That is world class from Rise. Ridiculous.
Could be a great pass. And Oli's going for a bump as well. Rise in a horrible position. Needs Vatira to help. Keep holding on, but this could be the chance. There's Rise. Oli can't quite get to this one. Moist finally get their goal, and there's just 6 seconds left for Solary.
In the past minute, Vatira's just gone Mach 10, absolute demon at open net for Rise, which Rise is then able to put into the open net, surely for the win. 0-second goal needed in order for Solary's upper bracket to stay alive. There is a 0-second goal, but it's in the wrong net. Moist advanced. Stunning performance at the end of the game there from Vatira. Full pressure from Moist. Solary couldn't hang.
The final time they play under their org, it could be the final time they can compete this higher level in RLCS if one of them doesn't bounce back as well. So there's a lot of pressure here to not only prove it today, but to prove it for the future. And RG coming in, clean shot off the back of a Cash outplay.
Yeah, Cash just doing everything right there and nobody able to really respond.
Using those right moments to take up a bit more time, take it for an air dribble, let that ball move into their own half to try and get that booming clear. But this could be that opportunity, and it sneaks in the top corner. Catalysm catches the defense off guard after the mid-tane bump.
Ivan, you cheeky lad. He got the bump on the backfield, meant that nobody else could.
They've always looked their best evil geniuses when players like Catalysm and Ivan start bringing out their own mechanics to force the opponents out of position.
Oh, that's such a good pass and a very worthy one to come in and grab the win. Arju to himself off the backboard, off the ceiling, and Mitane could do nothing else. Experience with really getting to grips with high-level Rocket League was that Copper Box Grand Finals. and would have inspired so many. And Matane, with an inspired performance so far, just lingered about and was having none of the sort of slovenly approach to getting rid of this by Catalysm. Yeah, space. They've got to score this. And instead, right down the middle, Cash was there to meet it.
Oh,
and it's now off the counter-attack. Cash scores 2-0.
Not only does Cash save this ball, but he follows it up to get that 50-50. Evil Geniuses trying to keep that pressure on, and Cash denies it. We see today, Moist, an example of performance based off of mechanics, and I think Misfits here replicating that playstyle.
Oh, crushes through it, Cash. Oh, we talked so much about what Cash can do mechanically. He's not lost a challenge throughout the entirety of this game, although this one...
The reverse sweep is possible. And I think that's what Evil Geniuses are going to be asking now. Is this even possible to reverse sweep? And they're starting off strong with Ivan, the car switcher, coming in with a solo play off the kickoff.
Yeah, I think this is the best person as well to get the outplay on, up against Cash, get the ball past pitch, get the ball into the net off these reset plays. Instead of just relying on a player to come and follow up afterwards. The big problem with that play, though, is we do see the bump, and Ivan could have hit it better.
I love this creativity right here. We were talking about the unpredictability of Misfits, and how about that? Rizek's looking like he's going to air dribble. Arju pre-jumping to get the block on it, but
nobody there to follow up. You're just asking for the 1v3, and it's not going to happen. This has been a bit better. They've obviously had a better control of the field. All right, you're not controlling Matane. Sorry, lads, you're not controlling the field. You control all parts of the field that Matane doesn't currently occupy.
I love that from Matane. Just recognize challenge and sends it towards the net. And I think what we're talking about Evil Genius is really them looking to play for the goal rather than play to not concede. Oh, stroke of genius. Catalysm.
Catalysm, mate. That is gorgeous. Off the block, lands on it. I mean...
defend it, and if not, can I get my team in a favourable position off the back of your misread? And that's exactly what happened with Catalysm's goal. A bad challenge led to that situation. Again, a bad challenge on the back ball onto Ivan's touch, leads to that ball dropping centre to Catalysm, and he guesses the goalie's direction perfectly, sends it behind him, and read on the defensive positioning of Evil Geniuses. They're not drawing in players when they're starting these outplays and consequently just giving away the ball. Oh, I say that, and we see Cash in the corner drawing in the final defender, sends it middle.
Yeah, this has been Cash's favourite spot to play this entire series because he's got so many options. A match sorted out here achieves. Which one of our three has managed to complete the speedrun first?
Luminosity 4-1 over our gear, only a couple seconds left, but no way back, so Luminosity will advance in the lower bracket. Looking the same for Vitality. They did just put in a go-ahead goal with 1 second remaining.
There's a lot of the high-level teams from RLCS did seem to just take a couple of months break, and that really gave them the chance to shine. There's the infield to Rizek. He got it to the side. Defender tried to jump in, and Rizek avoided him.
Oh, Catalysm up the wall to Ivan. Great positioning on the way out from Ivan. And a very different teams very frequently in these emerging regions. We tend to see consistent top teams who stay at the top for ages. And in APAC, it's been a whole variety. But right now, we are watching...
They've done it!
Evil Geniuses. Look, Shogun. I appreciate other stuff is going on. We are in game.
To it pretty handily. Has just been back-to-back offense, though, as Matane not going to be able to reach that. His team's out of position! What? I think my first guess is on this one is that Catalysm turned expecting Matane to hit it. And yep.
Yeah, and then Cash expected his teammate to have won that last game if it wasn't for the pause. Should they have just closed it out in the last game? All they need to focus on right now is playing their best in this final moment, because it could be their final moments together as Evil Geniuses go up 3 goals. Ivan coming in with a shot.
The game has just got so much harder.
Speaking orgs, I'm sure the Rocket Baguette stream and the French audience right now are loving watching this matchup, as it's definitely a rivalry. We've seen so many times. Alpha, shut me up and score a goal. Beautiful.
I'm sure so many people watch us this season and keep wondering, why do they keep talking about this guy so much? Oh, big miss. As K-Dot hits it back over to Alpha. Does have Radosin in the midfield. Radosin can't with the ball. Alpha has 1v3 the Karmine Corp.
He's so smart. The threat of what he is capable of makes these players rush and panic, and he knows they're going to do that, and just 50-50s his way to the goal line. Great touch.
For the setup, and Astral having none of it. Oh, he's got so many beat K-Dot's by himself. Oh,
that's it.
It's gone off him. It's off the bump. Nothing he could do about it. But it does just add some insult to injury.
I'm sure a lot of people right now are looking at K-Dop and thinking, how has he not defended that? Well, the reason is, it's got, watching the point of view of Alpha right now, he really does seem to be carrying this Vitality team. Just looking at the scoreboard, the whole of this game, pretty much,
wow.
He's had more points than both his teammates, and that's just not sustainable against a 3-player offense like this. Any one of the K-Corp players can score a goal, and Itachi right there, a wonderful...
Just gets rid of it. No real need to look towards the infield. You don't need anybody over there. Just continue to commit only 1 player per play.
Oh, beautiful.
Good goal. Astral couldn't have hit it better.
Nolly just knows that's the space Astral wants it in. High in the air, hard to predict for the defense. Trusts in his teammate to be able to finish it off. It's just this highly mechanical, full trust gameplay that has been working so well against the teams that are just that step short when it comes to mechanics. I didn't think that was going in, but Astral sends it from the sidewall.
I'm just having a look at the rotation back here. It's K-Dop that's the one going. And progressed over the last few years. You're not even really getting a lot of possession or boost from it because teams have just got so good at controlling the ball. And speaking of ball control, Itachi has plenty of it and plenty of different ways to make you look silly on the goal line.
Oh, that is reminiscent of the squishy ceiling shot
that Karmine Corp have had. Has been quite something to behold here, as they have no doubt that they're going to win the majority of these challenges. And finally, Vitality have got themselves going. Blistering counterattack.
Yeah, what a play from Alpha. Just on his rotation back, comes in, disrupts Itachi touch, unpredictable, and catch their opponent off guard for the first time we've really seen. We need to see more of it. They're just too predictable right now, as we just see that again. K-Dop in prime position to get bumped. Radosin in prime position to be beaten, and K-Corp get that goal quickly back.
That was just very rude, Itachi, as Nolly will just guarantee the goal. To train somebody and to teach somebody how to rotate. Problem is, that doesn't work anymore. It used to be that could get you a couple of chances. This has given them a chance of the game, and they're going to have to be anything but clean if they want to try and grab that next goal.
Oh, really nice there from K-Dop. The deception, we spoke about it. He looked like he was going to send it towards the back wall.
Used to the shot. I think he would have won more power, though. Radosin able to quite cleanly pick up the ball. Does require Itachi's help. Drop down to Alpha! 3 each.
Same setup as before. Radosin starting that play with a little bit of draw in and out play. K-Dop drops it down, knows exactly where Alpha is to defend the initial attempt from your opponent. And that's what we're talking about. That's what Vitality are doing so much better right now. Their initial attempt is taking players out the game.
What a shot.
But it will be Astral finally finding the net as they break down the defense. Nolly with a great 50-50 and then takes out Radosin. 2 for 1, sets up Astral to shoot cleanly.
Looks at those outplays, and Astral's shooting has just been on a whole another level. He's just so good, not only at getting the shot on target, but putting it in a position that the goalkeeper doesn't like. But this time, it's Itachi's sheer power that will put it in.
Oh, Gil just tied it up against Dignitas before the left as well.
Oh, amazing.
And EG tied it up
too with Europe. Just this section of games, these 4 series, whilst they're going on, every single game matters. But right now, it's starting to look less and like this one's going to matter for Vitality as K-Corp now 2 goals up.
No way. He just scores 0. Get as many of these streams up as you possibly can. We're trying our best.
Oh, chance, K-Dop, shot, sends it in. Oh, Vitality, a little bit of bite.
Just the moment, I was like, all right, this match is looking pretty good here. Karmine Corp has sorted it. Can keep an eye elsewhere. No, not the case.
Where they're getting 3 players involved in offense and it's working. But we've seen with Vitality, their biggest issue is their lack of ability as individuals to break a full team down. And in this moment, that's going to be an own goal that's going to plague the mind of Radosin as Nolly just puts him, snookers him, in fact, says, you've got to block this, otherwise I'm...
So that's Solary out. A lot of people grateful they made a fairly early exit. And as we said earlier, that means Solary is eliminated from Worlds, and they're going to need a lot of help to make London.
Wow. So we're stuck in that position of Solary make it by default if all the teams that could take their spot fail.
Up on Semper, the loser of this match is eliminated from major contention.
The same issue as earlier against Juicers was a lack of closing out ability from Dignitas. They're just not able to finish off those really important game 3, game 4, game 5 and Gil punishing them for that. Where we're watching right now with